Hello, this is Jonathan, and it's been a while since I last recorded because I haven't really been feeling like recording, I guess. I was just really tired most of the time, which is it's about par for the course. But yeah, I finally, it's a weekend, so I can actually, get some recording done. So maybe I'll actually make some progress finally. Anyhow, last time, I don't remember what happened. Right, I had a bunch of compilation errors and I wanted to... Actually, there's only 3 of them, right? Yeah, there's only 3 of them. Okay, that's not so bad. Maybe. Maybe 3, because once you resolve this, this pass of compilation errors, there might be another pass. And there might be even more, so... Yeah, that could be a problem. So the straight round was not satisfied. I don't remember why it wasn't satisfied. Because prefab data is not implemented for bool. Yeah, that's why. So what they've done in the examples over in Amethyst Land here is they had to implement prefab data for each of these types here, and because I haven't used one of these types, I decided to go with my own. Well, not my own, but I just decided to use a Boolean instead. I'd have to actually implement it for Boolean, which isn't impossible, of course. You certainly can do that, but I don't remember what it looks like to implement it for something like, say, Boolean. So let's look for the implementation. It's probably in here. Prefab data for transform is what I'm after specifically. Serialize I shouldn't have to do because Booleans should be easy to serialize, if I remember correctly. If I know what I'm looking for, I should search for it. And it's not here. Okay. I kind of expected to see it. But maybe I'm on too new of a branch. Yeah, that might be it. Oh boy. So I'm gonna have to go on this old version. What? Release only subscription. You can now limit a repository's notification exclusively. Okay, cool. Thanks, I guess. All these websites in there. Hey, look, new stuff. Wow. This is the old Amethyst logo. That's how you know that you're on an old version. I still like the old Amethyst logo, but I can see why they would switch to the new one. It's more in line with modern logos. For whatever that's worth. Although I kind of wish it would keep the same sort of shape. Instead of the weird, like, I guess crystal structure thing that they chose. I don't know, it looks kind of strange, I guess. But I don't know, it's not important. I shouldn't be criticizing people's artwork because my artwork is not very good. Let's see. Already forgot everything I was trying to do. Core, source, okay, yeah. Transform. Where are you? Local transform. There we are. It's not here either? Wait. Am I not looking at the right thing? What is going on? Because they take this option transform as prefab data. Wait, no, they wouldn't implement it on transform. You'd implement it on option transform. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So... Okay, that actually makes things a little more tricky. How about... Oh god, where was it? Here. How about we look up prefab data? I mean, surely we'll find the implementations somewhere. Prefab impulse, here we go. Yeah. Hey, it's for all option T. Okay, so that doesn't really answer my question. But okay, here they have it for a transform as well. Oh, okay, so they do it for the inner data types as well here. Oh my. Let's just ignore this. We didn't see that. That never happened. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they need this macro for this ugly mess down here. So I guess if they... Yeah, this must be like some kind of a hacky way of doing like variadic arguments or something. I don't know. Well, whatever it is, you can only have up to 20 of them. But yeah, that's... I don't feel like this is something that I would really want to use. Then again, I don't really know what this is doing. I didn't look at it. It implements prefab data for some type. Okay. So why are there so many arguments? Huh. Okay, so then it does an implementation. For all of those? I don't know. This is... I'm not really super familiar with the macro rules stuff, like the macro definitions. I have done a few in the past, but yeah, I don't remember everything about them. So I don't exactly understand what's going on here, but seems like it's just implementing prefab data for stuff. Stuff that I don't know. So I guess I'd need to do this for bool. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. Yeah. But like, why wouldn't you already... I don't know. Well, there's going to be the derive macro soon, so I guess I shouldn't be too worried about that. When's the next version of Amethyst? Please. I'm looking forward to the next release of Amethyst, actually. Even though it's probably going to break a bunch of stuff. Just purely because of this issue. Well, it seems like a much nicer API. I don't have to spend all this time playing with this stuff that I don't really want to be touching right now. So, I guess, yeah, I'm just going to have to implement prefab data for a bool. I don't really feel like I have a choice. It kind of sucks because I don't really want to do that. Like, it's just kind of weird and clunky and time-consuming. But I guess it's okay. But yeah, this stuff looks kind of arcane. Like, I'm not really familiar with all, Well, I guess I could understand if I broke it down. Yeah, I mean, this all looks kind of confusing at first when you kind of just take a cursory glance at it, but it's not that bad now that I think about it. I don't know if I want to write storage though, like. I'm not really sure what the system data does for us. It's just like a, yeah, set storages. I guess I want to just use self, maybe. I don't know. Or I could just wrap a bool to the new type thing. I think that might be the smartest idea. That might, yeah, that probably is what I should do, instead of just doing this blanket impl for all bools. So instead of just using boolean, I'm just going to create a new struct called what was it? Is opened. And instead of using a bool here, I'll just use is opened. I probably should do this for is opened as well, now I think about it. And I just need to do the same kind of thing that I've done here for that, I believe. So instead of bool here, I want to use is opened. Yeah. And then I need to just implement this for is opened instead of for bool. And what do they do for here? They use write storage, a self. I mean, that seems like the simple option, right? Yeah, just create a write storage, give it the lifetime and self. So that's down here. Write storage is from, I don't remember where write storage comes from. I need to go look it up. Write storage comes from specs. And with this core specs write storage. Wait. Amethyst core? Have I ever? Oh yeah, no, I think it's just like you just go core. Yeah, okay. I have ECS here. Is that the same thing? Or am I not allowed to do that? I'm not sure. Specs. Okay. Read storage. I'm looking for write storage. This looks alphabetical, so it's probably down here somewhere. Oh yeah, other cool things that I was thinking about. Turns out that if I want to do the kind of thing that you would do in Scala, where you'd have like a lazy val, just to, I guess, exemplify this, you can have like a lazy val a equals, I don't know, some call to some function that might, you know, take a long time to compute. Essentially, you can do this, and it'll only compute this result once. After that, After the first time this is referenced, it'll just it'll memorize the result essentially. So that's cool. There's a crate that allows you to do that in Rust, and it's just it does it through a macro, which is well, that seems to be the Rust way of doing things. It's just throw macros at everything. Not that it's well, yeah. I mean, last time I was reading about macros, it said that they were better than like C macros because it doesn't just like do a string replacement. So write storage. Give it the A, and then we'll give it self. Oh, I need a semicolon. So what is the result here? Oh, cell unit. What is the point of this? I don't understand, because it seems to be unit in like all cases, which doesn't really say a lot. Let's see. And what about the implementation, though? Storage.insert. Okay. Wait, and map to unit? Why would you map this to unit? Oh, because it's a result unit. Oh, okay. Weird. And the other one is prefab error. Oh, okay. Where's prefab error come from? I'm not sure if I follow. Prefab error, is it here? Core specs error as prefab error. Yeah, okay. What? Yeah, error. There's no prefab error. Oh, okay. Interesting. Can I do that? I just noticed that they have, that's another usage of the word as. Like, this is for a casting. This is for aliasing. That's interesting. I think I'm just going to copy what they've done for this, probably. It seems to be what makes sense. It's a very... I'm not sure if that's the same kind of error, but it's an error. Because I got the other error from like the ECS package. Which is weird because, I mean, specs is the ECS, so why would you have an ECS thing and then you have a specs thing? No idea. I'm looking at the wrong thing, am I? Yeah. Storage, insert, and then give it, what? Entity self.clone. Okay. Doesn't that mean I need to implement copy clone for is opened? I think so. Yeah, I guess we have to do this. I mean, that's not hard. And then they do a map. Wait. Oh, I see this. I'm missing the right argument list there. This is kind of weird, but I'm going to assume that they're doing the right thing here. Let's try running again. I have no idea if this is going to be any better, but like we gotta get the prefab somehow. It'll work if you try enough. Just gotta keep doing it. Oh, can only be used on structs with named fields. Really? Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? That's annoying. What was I doing before? Oh yeah, it was just a... No wait, it wasn't just a bool. It was a bool. And then I was completely, yeah, what am I doing? I call it is opened. And then I have was checked. That's not even consistent. I should have just done a refactor, find replace type thing. That was kind of dumb. I shouldn't have done it the way I was doing it. Well, in that case, it's probably going to ask me to serialize Boolean anyway, right? Or, well, not serialize Boolean, but implement prefab data for Boolean? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I have to use named fields, so I can't use a tuple struct. That's just how it is. This is silly. Because now I have two structs that this was checked. What happened here? When did that happen? Huh, I don't know how that happened. That was weird. Well, in that case, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this then. I feel like it's just gonna want me to do the exact same thing that I was already doing. Right? Like, this isn't gonna change anything, is it? Oh, when I hit that, that's what caused it. That's weird. Yeah, okay. Let's check. What if I do that? Cannot find value storage? Is that what was used as storage? Yeah, okay. Storage. It's also mutable, right? Yeah, it has to be a mutable reference, otherwise you won't be able to use it as storage, really. Ew, okay. So it also has to be a component? Okay. I see. So it needs to be a component storage. Otherwise this doesn't work. I mean, I could do that. It's not hard. It is kind of annoying though that to stick so much stuff in this place. I might just move this later. I don't know. And by might, I mean I will probably move it. It's pretty likely. On the impl of shred. Yeah, okay, so everything just complains about not implementing component for this. Is there a way I can just do like how do they do components in Amethyst? Tell me. Is there a derive for that, or am I actually Yeah, I think I'm actually forced to just do this impl. Because I had to choose the storage type. I can't just ignore that, sadly. Much as I would like to. So let's do impl component for was checked. And that comes from ECS component. Okay. And now I need to, yeah, do type storage equals whatever. Alright. Type storage equals, sure, let's just use dense vec storage self. Do I need a semicolon here? Yeah, okay. See, that's weird. Is that a... That's not an expression, is it? This type storage equals whatever? Like, this doesn't return unit, does it? I feel like it wouldn't. I feel like that semicolon's just there as like a delimiter. So it uses semicolon delimiters, and it also gives semicolons context in regularly executed code. Something to watch out for. Now this ECS component and dense vec storage comes from the same place. So I don't even have to... Well, I might want to leave on the same line just because it's going to get long. Alright, now can we run this? No, come on. Private type was checked was... You stop that right now. Wow, prefabs are a huge pain in the butt. A huge pain in the butt. Are you kidding me right now? What? What do you mean? Cannot borrow immutable argument. Excuse me? What? I'm so confused right now. What was that example that I was looking at? Okay. Yeah, they just like let ref mute for like everything, and then they set equal to system data. So I don't see what I did wrong. I don't see what I did different from that. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. What? That's the first error, isn't it? Yeah, that is the first error I see. That's the only error I see. Alright. I don't understand. It might be because they're using this tuple. How do you pronounce tuple? Is it tuple or tuple? I think I've asked this before. I never know the answer. I always pronounce it different ways every time. And I'm sure that's confusing to people, but it's because I don't know what the right way is, if there is a right way. It might be one of those tomato type things. Or at least that's how I've always thought of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's complaining about this. I genuinely can't figure out, like, what's wrong. Maybe if I just get rid of that, it'll be okay. I don't know. Please compile. That's all I'm asking you. Remember, this is the Haskell way. We want to make sure that fewer programs compile, so that only correct programs can be written. Or at least or at least that's what the aim is. The aim is to create correct programs. Okay, well, that was creating a prefab, I think. It worked. Or at least I was able to make the program compile. For now. So it was in the play state where I wanted to create this, I think. Yeah, I'm using this location prefab data. And I loaded it, supposedly. Yep. And now what? I guess I use this handle to create it. Or to create stuff. Right? That makes sense, right? I think so. Right, because this guy returns unit, but I want to mutate the handle. Yeah, okay. I feel like this would have been a place where I would have liked to do like the lazy thing maybe, but that's okay. They're doing this this thing instead, so I'll play along. I'm pretty sure that was their like design choice. They chose to design it in such a way that you would have to use unit functions. By functions, I return unit to mutate this and cache the values, I guess, more explicitly. Anyway, that's not important. Let's go figure out how they add stuff. So we have our handle. Whoa, okay, so here's like oh, I forget, that's like one of those guards that you can add on when you're doing like pattern matching or whatever, right? That's actually pretty useful to know that you can do that like none or some completion loading, then return false. But it doesn't let you do like a not, you know, some blah, I don't know. Like you'd have to enumerate all the other options if you wanted to do that. I'm not sure that I explained that very clearly at all, but oh well, it's not important. Not important at all. Now, this is a good usage of the pattern match syntax here. This is the right way that you do things. Well, maybe. So this is returning a boolean. Oh yeah, this is for the progress. So if the progress bar is like at a completed state, then it'll just do whatever. I mean, it's not a bar, but you know, it's a. That's how I like to think of like those kinds of like loading screen type transitions. Usually, like there's like a progress bar that tells you like how close it is to being complete, or there's like a little spinner that just kind of spins and eventually disappears. I've always been a fan of progress bars because they kind of tell you like how much further to go or whether things have kind of stalled. The spinner doesn't really do that. It just kind of says, hey, something's loading, but I'm not going to tell you when it's going to finish. So anyway, we have this handle. We want to do stuff with the handle. Data.world.readResourceScene handle as ref unwrap clone. I think that's what they did, right? Right, scene.handle equals blah. And here we have handle as ref unwrap.clone. What does as ref do? A cheap reference to reference conversion. Okay, it's not a free one, it's a cheap one. Make sure that you remember that. So it does have a small runtime cost. As ref. Okay, so we have hello. Huh. S is some type that implements as ref. So okay. So hello is hello S. String is hello. Does they both return the same thing? Oh no, it doesn't actually say. Oh yeah, the assert equal doesn't fail. So yes, that's true no matter what. Okay. I'm not entirely sure I understand. Intention, okay. Used when wishing to convert to a reference of another type. Taking the reference. It is useful when wishing to abstract over the type of reference. Or allow both the reference and own type to be treated in the same manner. As ref, when the goal is simply convert into a reference. Borrow, when the goal is related to writing code that is agnostic to the type of borrow and whether it is reference or value. This trait must not fail. If the conversion can fail, use a dedicated method which returns an option T or result T. Okay. Interesting. Didn't entirely clear it up for me. But it looks like no, actually I don't know. I guess it converts it to like an ampersand whatever. So the implementation of asref. Oh gosh, no, I'm confused. Oh, important traits are marked with a little I and a circle. Oh wow, look at all these. Wow. All the way up to 32. Huh. I wonder why that is. Again, it must be some, something related to like variadic arguments. So that typically seems to be the reason why they do these huge, big, long lists of numbers like that. There's always a reason. They're probably trying to think of a way to make that more reasonable. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's actually working on that problem. I'm just postulating, I guess. Handle dot. Oh boy, look at all this. I do want to talk about options and stuff soon, but that'll probably be for my blog post of the month, not for this. Yeah, what am I looking at this for? This is not very helpful right now. I need this as ref, unwrap, clone. I have no idea what that's going to do. Like, what is scene handle used for? Create entity with scene handle. Oh, okay. Well, doesn't really clear that up at all. I have no idea. With global transform default. Yeah. So data.world.create entity. We use .with because we want to do this builder thing, as always. Scene handle. So we want to just give it the handle, I guess. I have no idea what this is going to do. .build? I don't know. They have to unwrap this too, like, because it's an option, right? Because scene handle is data.world.read resource scene handle as ref unwrap clone. This is so well. No, that's because they're reading this resource that they created earlier here. They wrote a scene. Yeah, okay, so this is a write. And they go like scene.handle and it equals this. Let's see, what is scene? Can I see where scene is? Yeah, scene does have a handle on it. Okay, and then so scene.handle is set. Read the scene.handle, yeah. Scene.handle equals this. So that's the scene handle now. Which would be this, a big option of stuff. Where's handle come from? Assets handle, okay. Alright. Oh boy. This is like it's so complex that my brain is just kind of like melting right now. I'm reading things and not really understanding things. Handle prefab scene prefab data. So this is the type of the thing that I have right now. So the handle is an option, and then they did like an unwrap somewhere. Yeah. Ugh. Unwrap, yeah. Clone. That's the handle. It's the handle inside of the option. Okay. Then they create an entity with the handle and then build it, because apparently that works. Not that I know how, but it apparently does. Oh boy, that is complicated. And then what do? How do they actually use it? Entity.map. Okay, who calls toggle or cycle animation? Handle event does. So it passes in an entity. Self.entity. So example holds on to an entity. Yeah. And then it does a bunch of stuff. Okay, this is starting to make sense. I think. Take the entity, maps, because it's an option, of course. Did you know you can use the question mark operator with options? That's something I'm probably going to talk about a little bit later today in my blog post. Oh, it must be confusing for object-oriented programmers, like people who come from object-oriented programming languages, like the ones that are used in industry. if any of them are listening to this, because the question mark operator is a very different thing here than it is in those languages. It's not ternary, because we already have if-else expressions, so there's no need to have a ternary operator. Set stuck entity. Wow. This is so complicated. But I get it. I get what they're doing. Let's just see how this goes. Like, are you kidding? Okay, maybe I need to take whatever is in the handle, the was checked, and use that as a component. I don't know. Do they implement component here for scene prefab data? Or what was it? It was scene. Scene derives default. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, wow, this is just... This is just complicated. Boy. How am I gonna do this? Alright, so we have a handle, we have option, handle, oh wait, no, they unwrapped it. That's right, they unwrapped it. Handle prefab. Yeah, okay, hang on. They did an unwrap. So that means it's kind of pointless to have made it an option to begin with. Oh well. This is so crazy. Wait, what? Oh. Value used here after move. Oh, huh. You can access the world through data, but I already... Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't need to do that. That was a good catch. Good catch. Good catch by the compiler. I was doing silly things. Again, as usual. Like I always do. Oh no, it crashed. Tried to fetch a resource, but the resource doesn't exist. Whoa! That was laggy there for a moment. Huh. So what is the resource that I was looking for? What? Well, yeah, this is a stack trace. What happened? Masked storage, handle prefab. Location prefab data. Okay. Oh, wow. Huh. So it must be in prefabs. I'm gonna bet. Am I gonna bet? I'm not gonna bet, but I'm gonna guess. It had to do with... Oh, hang on. It says it happened on start. It happened here when I tried to create this. In width. That's why I gave it the handle here. Is it because this didn't finish loading? Is that what happened? I'd be willing to believe that if that was actually the case. Maybe world.exec runs asynchronously or something? I don't know. But yeah, it comes from width, and then it does the right storage. Component has not been registered. Oh, I need to register this component. That's right. Or I think, is that what it is? It says resource specifically. Oh boy. there a place where you have to like register components? Maybe there used to be like a register component thing somewhere, but I can't remember where. Or if it's still even being used. Because it might not be. It might not be used at all. Default. Let's try implementing default then. If I haven't. No, I did. Okay, that's even worse. That's even worse! I'm already doing the default. Okay, well... then I'm missing something else. That's definitely the problem. So this is starting to make me want to throw a debugger at this. But I don't have a debugger to work with. I could get GDB. That's kind of tempting, actually. Yeah, I think it's just like the way that Amethyst is structured. It kind of lends itself to wanting to use a debugger to debug this kind of stuff. Which I know some people in the Rust community are really against. They think that you shouldn't have to use a debugger at all. You should just be able to write your code in such a way that you don't need a debugger because you understand everything. But yeah, I feel like Amethyst, like it's a framework, and when you're using that framework, you're kind of stuck with this style of code. At least I think that this is the kind of style that would be better to work through with a debugger. Maybe, I don't know. What is wrong though? What's the problem here? It's definitely when they call with. And the error message just says try adding a resource by inserting it manually or using the setup method. Oh, okay. You get the type name of the missing resource by enabling Shred's nightly feature. Oh, huh. I kinda can't really do that, I think. I'm not on nightly. So I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that. Oh, no, that's Shred's nightly, though. Still not sure if I'd be able to do that, because this is... I don't have direct access to Shred. This is just annoying. Fed main panicked that tried to fetch a resource, but the resource does not exist. Where am I using resources here? You gotta think. We have to be sure that we're not doing something crazy, terrible, wrong, stupid, dumb, bad. Now, what it could be is that scene was a storage here, right? Yeah, scene was a right, or not storage. This was a it was a resource, I believe. I think. Therefore I am. No. No, I'm not seeing it. I'm really not seeing what I've done wrong. Build. Mini-rando.world, create entity with scene handle. With global transform, not build. I just want to use some freaking prefabs, dude. Why has it gotta be this hard? Why does it have to make me sad? Yeah, I don't know. I am very tempted to just switch over to the latest GitHub branch and just work off of that so I don't have to deal with this. I might still have to deal with this actually now that I think about it. Like the whole handle thing. Because the only thing that switching to the latest would do is it would give me the custom derive, but like that's not my problem. I don't think. I think my problem here is that it's trying to do something that I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just kind of stuck. I need to figure this out somehow. But God, this error is not helpful. It really is not helpful. I have location Ron. So, like, that's not the problem. The problem is in here. So if I comment this guy out, it won't run into any issues. I know that. Alright, this ran, custom game, start game. Yeah, see? It's perfectly fine. No, nothing is wrong. I can just do that. You know, I think this might actually be asynchronous. How would I test that, though? Is there an equivalent to thread.sleep? Standard thread sleep. And give it a duration. Okay. Let's just do this. This is super hacky, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, and I want time as well. Super hacky debugging. I just want to know if this is asynchronous. If I can figure that much out, then I think we're okay. Let's let this be like, I don't know, a millisecond is like 1/1000th of a second, I believe. So I want to do time duration from millis. What was that again? That was called... Oh, that's how many milliseconds, right. Is it from millis? Yeah, it was. So we'll give it, I don't know, 10 seconds? If 10 seconds is too long, let's just do 5. 5,000 milliseconds. Probably good enough. And then I'll just go thread, sleep, yeah. This absolutely is not how I wanted to do this, but it's the only thing I can think of that I've done wrong. 5 seconds should be enough for this thing to load. This is a terrible, terrible way of loading loading the resource and then using it. Nope, it still explodes. So that's cool. I don't think it's asynchronous. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem literally is when I call handle.unwrap. Or not handle.unwrap, but when I call width and I give it the resource that doesn't exist. It might actually be no, it's not this unwrap, because it went into width. It wasn't the unwrap that was the problem. It has to evaluate the unwrap first before I can call the width. So it's something else. Anyway, that's where we're gonna leave it for today. I don't really have a good idea of how to proceed from here. I think I will commit what I have though, because I think it is progress. I'm getting there. I just need to finalize this and figure out how to actually make this behave the way that I want it to, so I can actually get some freaking prefabs.